You are live now.
Yeah, hello, my dear students. I'm sure this screen is visible for all of you. Yes, thank you so very much. So, without any delay, let me start the discussion and take you forward with respect to the MCQs which have come up for CA, income tax, as well as GST. Let me discuss the MCQs and get you the answers quickly, my dear friends, without wasting any of your time. Come on, let me start. Before overall, first of all, this has been a very good paper. Some questions have been quite straight, simple, and straightforward. So let me answer that straight away, my dear friends. The first question is, Pier Parking Plaza Limited has leased out one of its parking space to Greater Park and Company, a partnership firm, for 50,000 per month. This question has been clearly been on TCS with respect to leasing of the parking lot. On 1/5/2024, if it is 1/5/2024, it is basically only for 11 months and receive 6 months rent in advance on the same day and rest on monthly basis. It doesn't matter TCS to be done at the time of receipt or at the time of debit, whichever is earlier. It has also given another larger parking space to DP Park Limited, a public sector company. So whenever there is a leasing of a parking lot to public sector company, the TCS provisions will not apply. So for this particular transaction, there is no question of TCS. What is that they have asked? You are required to determine the amount of TCS by Pair Parking Limited. Pair Parking Limited on 50,000, 11 months is 5,50,000. And we all know that the TCS rate is 2%, which we discussed a lot during our lectures. That is 5.2% is nothing but 11,000. 11,000 from Greater Park and Co. and nil from DP Park Limited. This is the answer for first MCQ. Second one, amount of 50 lakhs is given by Thapar Limited to a trust for construction of hostel under CSR. We know that as per section 37, any amount spent for the purpose of CSR is purely disallowed. Clear? See that. As a mandatory spending under section 135, the amount of subsequently charged to P&L account already debited to P&L account while computing business income. What is the treatment? It will definitely be disallowed. Option C, they have given disallowed and capitalized, which is not correct. We don't capitalize that. Option D, they have given disallowed and will claim deduction under ATG. We cannot claim like that, subject to various conditions specified in ATG. So the most suitable answer is option B, my dear friends. I hope most of you would have got same answer. Very good. Next. One case scenario with respect to income tax, my dear friends, please see that. Mrs. Anisha, an Indian citizen, age 50 years, left India on 29 September 2024 for settlement in USA. Prior to this, she had never traveled outside India. This is a very important catch point. You please observe that she left India on 29 September 2024 for the first time. So April, she is there for 30 days. May, she is there for 31 days. June, she is there for 30 days. July 31, August 31, September 29. So totally she is there in India for 182 days. If she is in India for 182 days, done, my dear friends, resident, and of course, resident and ordinarily resident because she never left out of India before. She can definitely satisfy additional conditions. She is an ROR. Next, she owns a self-occupied property in New York, USA. Expected rent from the house when converted to rupees is 20 lakhs. In the previous year, 24-25. We know that if we have more than 2 self-occupied properties, we can claim 2 as self-occupied. 1 is deemed to be let out. And if you have only 2 self-occupied, they are not taxable. Done. Some are commenting paper is very easy. Very good. She has earned interest of 11,50,000 from USA pension bond and received in her USA bank account. But she is definitely an ROR. What will happen is global income will be taxable. Next. In India, she owns 2 properties, house X and Y. House X was self-occupied. If it is self-occupied, no tax. During her stay in India, an annual value of similar property is 8 lakhs, not taxable. House Y, rental income. House Y is a famous temple rented out to Amit at 60,000 per month. However, due to upcoming temple festival attracting millions of devotees, the tenant found it difficult to reside and wanted to shift. Very good, vacated. He refused to pay rent for 2 months. Money is not come. And it is bona fide. Very good. But to maintain goodwill, she offered him another semi-constructed property, which Amit accepted and shifted to that house. This is a catch point. So Rule 4 conditions are not satisfied. Rule 4 clearly says tenancy is bona fide. Tenancy is bona fide. Steps have been taken to vacate him and the rent is not received. An important point is tenant is not in occupation of any other property of owner, but here is still occupying. So Rule 4 conditions are not satisfied. So we have to pay on entire 60,000 rent. We have to pay the tax, which is 12 months, which comes to 7,20,000. Next, she also entered into agreement with Nagesh, a renowned parking contractor, to lease out her garage for parking space at a ground floor of Y for 4 months at 55,000 per month. 55,000 into 4 months, which comes to 2,20,000. Business turnover of Nagesh during 24-25 is 95 lakhs. 23-24 is 1.1 crore. For the purpose of TDS, we always see the turnover during preceding financial year, which is 1.1 crore. So definitely TDS provisions of 194 HIJAC will apply. So, but the problem here is it is a rent. So 194 I TDS. We all know that 194 I there is a limit of 2,40,000, but here it is 2,20,000. So definitely TDS provision will not apply. Let's see what is the story here. House X and Y with a bank loan of 25 lakhs, 30 lakhs. Anisha paid interest of 2.5 lakhs for house X. Even though 2.5 lakhs, I can claim only 2 lakhs as self-occupied. And interest of 3 lakhs accrued in house loan account, but not actually paid for house Y. If it is accrued, that is sufficient, my dear friends. Accrued is more than enough. Even though it is not paid, still we can take deduction for that 3 lakhs. So it is 7,20,000 for that, plus 2,20,000 for that parking, 9,40,000. And for that, we will take 30% standard deduction. Correct, right? 9,40,000. 30% gone, which comes to 6,58,000. And from that again, 6,58,000, I'll reduce 3 lakhs of interest, which comes to 3,58,000. And the question they have given, answer the multiple choice. Assume for opted for a default tax regime. If it is default tax regime, interest for self-occupied is not allowed. Then let me proceed. The first question they have, how much TDS is deductible? Answer is nil. Some student has selected 4,004. This is the student paper. So answer is nil, my dear friends. What would be resident status? Already I have answered resident and ordinary resident. Total income, my dear friends, it is 3,58,000 under house property, 1,150 under other sources. Answer is option D, sir. Come on, comment in your comment chat box whether you have done it right or not. Next, Prakash, a resident in age 61 years, purchased a shop for 15 lakhs in November 2004. Registration expense were 12% of the cost. 15 lakhs into 12%, which is coming to 1,80,000. So the registration cost is 1,80,000. So the total figure of the cost is 16,80,000 is my total cost. He entered into agreement for sale of the shop to Mrs. Money in January 2014. Consideration 20 lakhs and Prakash received 5 lakhs as advance by executing agreement. And in February 14, due to failure on the part of Money, negotiation could not realize and it is forfeited. Let me tell you, my dear friends, section 51 will come into picture, which says that if advance money is forfeited before 1/4/2014, then it will be reduced from cost. So 16,80,000 minus 5 lakhs, which comes to 11,80,000. That's what we'll take it as cost. Next, Prakash entered into agreement in January 2024 for sale of shop to Madan at 25 lakhs, received 8 lakhs on 15th April 2024. This will be taxed in income from other sources. If it is forfeited, in the question they have given forfeited, it will be taxed as income from other sources. And forfeiture happened in 2024. So for 24-25, this will be taxed in income from other sources, sir. Finally, Prakash sold to 23rd June for 45 lakhs. So let me calculate long-term capital gain. And the beauty of the question is 23rd June it is. 23rd June means before 23rd July. So tax will be 20% after indexation. After indexation. After indexation, my friend, what is the indexation here? What is the cost I told? 11,80,000 into 363 divided by 113. So it is 45 lakhs minus 37 lakh 90,619. 45 lakhs minus 37 lakhs 90,619, which is coming to 7 lakhs 9,381. That is the story. Next, he has put 5 lakhs in fixed deposit for 5 years. So we can take 80C deduction if it is optional. Let us see in the question what they have given. And he has an interest of 27% on fixed deposit. In the starting of the question, he told 61 years age. So I can definitely take some deduction called 80TTB, interest of 50,000, whichever is lower. He has shifted out of default tax regime. So I'll take 80C also, 80TTB also. 80C I will take 1.5 lakhs. 80TTB I will take the interest figure. They're asking the question, what is the tax liability of Prakash? After working, I worked it out to 1,89,150, my dear friends. Because on long-term capital gain, we'll apply tax at the rate of 20%, and on balance, we have to apply slab rates. And the balance figure we have to take after 80C and 80TTB. Next point. What is the long-term capital gain? Already I have done the working. 7 lakhs 9,381, my dear friends. And what is the amount of income, taxable income from other sources? It is 8 lakhs 26,700. Answer is option B. Happy to see that majority are telling answer is correct. Answer is correct. Very good. We have discussed that during the classes. Come on. Let me see the GST part now. That's the story of income tax. Let's see GST now. Come on. Leading manufacturer of stainless steel bars in Bhopal. It is under composition scheme, but on July 15th. What is that, my dear friends? July 15th, 2024. The turnover is how much, my dear friends? 1.5 crores they have crossed. So they shifted to normal. So details of the stock on 14 July. This is a story of 18(1)(c). We can take ITs on inputs held in stock, inputs contained in semi-finished or finished goods in stock, and also on capital goods. But the stock should not be older than 1 year. So we are seeing 14 July. Invoice dated 12th April 2023. We can't take the ITC. 18 November, we can take ITC, and it is from Bikaner, Jaipur. So it is 14,50,000 into 18%, which comes to 2,61,000. I can take it as IGST input tax credit. Rest of the raw material is CGST, SGST. How much is that? 40 lakhs minus 10 lakhs 15,000 minus 14 lakh 50,000, which is coming to 15 lakhs 35,000, plus semi-finished goods is 35 lakh 55,000, 55 lakh 75,000. 15 lakhs 35,000 plus 35 lakhs 55,000 plus 55 lakhs 75,000. The total is coming to 1 crore 6 lakhs 65,000. On that 9%, 9%. That is a credit. What I can take, my dear friends? 1 crore into 9%, which is coming to 9,59,850, sir. And on capital goods, 1st September 2023. 1st September 2023 means July, August, September 1 quarter, October, November, December 1 quarter, Jan, Feb, March 1 quarter, April, May, June 1 quarter, and July is 1 more quarter. So 5 quarters are gone. So 25 lakhs into the rate of GST, what they gave is 18%, my dear friends. 4,50,000 into 75%, which is coming to 3,37,500. That is a credit in case of capital goods. Next, depreciation at 10% on straight line method. They paid 20,000 airfare. That also you can take 9% input tax credit. Next one, they got order from Sulina and Company. Goods were removed from godown on 26th June 2024. E-way bill generated on 30 minutes on 26th June, sir. 26th June. So if it is 1 day, it will become 27th of June. Midnight. We know that very clearly. And they clearly told in the question, it is 403 kilometers. If it is 403 kilometers, we will take it as 3 days. 200 kilometers 1 day. So it will be 3 days. So it was 3 days. It will be 27 to 28, 28 to 29, 29 to midnight will be the answer. One of the customer requested to arrange for transportation of goods, and they arranged the transportation of goods through truck, and they did not issue consignment note. If there is no consignment note, it is not a GTA. Let me tell you, my dear friends, we all know that if it is not a GTA, service of transportation of goods by road is exempt. Next one. For this, my dear friends, answer is first one, required file written in CMP 08. Answer is option A. April to June it is separate. July it is separate. Eligible for input tax credit, my dear friends. I already told you, IGST figure is 2,61,000. CGST, SGST figure is 40 lakhs minus 10,15,000 minus 14,50,000. 15,35,000 plus 35 lakhs 55,000 plus we have discussed it already. 3,37,500 is for capital goods. Divide by 2, which is 168,750. 168,750 plus 959,850. The answer is 11,28,600. The answer is option C, my dear friends. Option C is the answer. But in the question, they have also given 20,000 airfare. That also I need to take into account 1,800. So the answer will be 11,30,400, my dear friends, because of the airfare. Because they have asked for the entire month of July. Next, validity of e-payable 29th to 30th, 12th midnight. Next, GST is not payable because it is exempt, my dear friends. And what is the amount of ITs available on stock other than capital goods? It is 959, 850, 261. What is ITC on capital goods, my dear friends? Come on capital goods, it is 337,500. Answer is option D, my dear friends. Next, finally, local authority, it is 3 lakhs including GST, of which 4,000 is exempt. On 3 lakhs, it is including that. Out of consideration, 4,000 is exempt. So from 3 lakhs, if I reduce 4,000, it comes to 2,96,000. That is including GST. Into 100 divided by 118 is equal to 2,50,847, which is a contract value more than 2,50,000 into 2%, which comes to 5,017. Next one, party to the appeal, period of retention of records. It will be, there is appeal going on, 72 months from due date of annual return or 1 year after disposal of appeal, whichever is later. So answer is option D, my dear friends. So that is the story of this interesting MCQs which have come up in the examination, and I'm sure students have performed extremely well. And these are all of the questions which we have discussed during our lectures, during our sessions. So do comment how many marks you have scored or any other concern, any doubt, feel free to comment. We'll be more than happy to reply. Thank you so much. Take care. Shiva Teja signing off. Wish you all the very best from Indigo Learn. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. All the very best for the next exam, my dear friends. Do write really well, prepare really well. Thank you so much. All the best.